Well guys, it finally happened. During this quarantine, I paid full price for a movie on demand. And that movie is The King of Staten Island. So what did I think? Let's take a look. Hey guys, my name is Brandon, aka the BrandoCritic, and on this channel it's my job to point you in the direction of movies worth checking out. So if that interests you, definitely hit like and subscribe. And today I'm here to tell you if The King of Staten Island is worth a watch today, especially if you're still at home, stuck in quarantine, and this is on video on demand. So The King of Staten Island is one of those movies where I can put into that very niche category in my brain, where my film school side of my brain says, Judd Apatow directed a really well-made movie, right? The direction is great, the screenplay is great, the story is well told, the performances are masterful, and it's funny, right? The comedy really hits. So on paper, The King of Staten Island is a really well-made movie. But then my film lover side of my brain goes, this is not a very fun movie to watch. It's rather depressing, and it follows around a bunch of characters that are not very likable, right? So rewatchability, it doesn't have it, right? At least in my eyes. I would not want to watch this movie again. But I am very glad I did see it at least once. And the main reason for that, at least in my eyes, is Scott, our main character. Pete Davidson, great performance, right? And I'll talk about the performances in a bit. But really well done. But the character of Scott himself is an unlikable douchebag. He's a low-life, dumbass asshole, right? He hangs around with just really shitty people. Like, all of his friends are just complete dicks, right? He's a dick to his mom, his sister, and just in general, he just treats other people around him like garbage. And while he does form a relationship with two little kids that come into play later on in the movie, he does have a tragic backstory. And because of that, and because of Pete Davidson's performance, right, he does bring that charisma, even though he's a douchebag. He does have that charisma to him, and he does have that little tiny speck of humanity still left in him that makes you go, okay, I want to watch this movie because I just want to lend out a hand and go, you know what, dude, you're a good guy deep down inside, and I want to help you, but man, you're a dick. And a big reason for that is Pete Davidson's performance. I don't think I've actually ever seen a movie with him in it before. At least off the top of my head, I can't think of one. And I've seen him on like some roasts before, like roasts of major celebrities. But he did an amazing job, right? I want to see him in more movies. And of course, Bill Burr really impressed me. I love his stand-up, but you know what, dude? He's a good actor too. Of course, I'd seen him on Mandalorian, and I've seen him in like a couple episodes of New Girl here and there, but the dude can act. And of course, Academy Award winner Marissa Tomei's in this movie too, and she's great. You know what? Great performances all around, right? Like I said, my film school brain says this is a really good movie, because if you get that film school report card, this film ticks all those boxes. And because it's well executed, and this movie does have many funny moments, right? I was laughing out loud at many points, right? Like, I'll give the film some credit. And there were enough heartfelt moments in it that even though my film lover side of my brain was going, man, this guy, I don't really like him, and his friends are dicks, and this is a pretty depressing story, that the humor and the heartfelt moments and the well execution of the movie put that all together, and I was glad I was able to see The King of Staten Island. So for an overall rating, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 because I did like the movie, right? I did enjoy my time with it, and I'm glad I was able to see it at least once. But for me, it's not one of those movies where I need to watch it again or I really need to recommend it to people. It's a funny movie, and it's well told. But if you don't want to watch a depressing movie or a movie where just the character's life is just in the dumps and he's not a very nice person, then this movie might not be for you. So take that into consideration before you watch this movie. But if you don't really mind that kind of stuff, and you don't really mind depressing stories as long as it's well told, well performed, and has some good comedy in it, then I'd recommend The King of Staten Island. So anyways, guys, tell me down in the comment section down below, what has been your favorite movie you've seen during this quarantine? Now, I will admit, for new releases coming out nowadays, I've only seen Extraction and this. And I gave those films both 3 out of 5s because, of course, I did enjoy them, but I wouldn't really watch them again. For me, I would have to say this, only because I think that, of course, my film school brain, it gives it a higher mark on the film school report card. And if you like this video and you want to see more videos just like it, definitely hit like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, guys.